Hello Game of Thrones fans and welcome back to Knights of the Black Quarter. I am Ben. Today we have the first game from the Northampton Store Championship. This happened at the beginning of December. Legal packs are up to the Archmage's Key. Today we have Joel Parsons from the Reading meta on the left, playing Tyrell Crossing, against Daisy from the Northampton meta playing Greyjoy Crossing. I've not seen this game yet, but I believe from talking to chaps afterwards, it was a particularly fast game. Okay. We have Asher, a Housemaster, an Iron Islands, and a Law Sport Shipwright. Not Shipwright. So I'm a bit confused here because obviously Joel's not put a setup on, and that's because Joel's playing a combo deck. And he was just there saying he doesn't like this matchup, and I assume that's because his setup probably would have had a location in it. And he's up against Daisy's decided to play Time of Plenty. So there's going to be lots of card draw here. Joel's looking to bin obviously lots of events into his discard pile. As you probably, if any of you have seen combo decks before, that's how they kind of get going. You just whack everything in the discard pile and probably draw one card. So we have a Dragon's Tail, a Nightmares, a Superior Claim, and All Men Are Fools, and the Last of the Giants there. And that's an Alt Art Nightmares if you didn't recognise it. So he's going to take Last of the Giants, which indicates he probably has Varys in hand. And you see here, Joel's going to put his discard pile quite spread out so that he can see what is in there. So that when in future turns, when he plays a card like, I don't know, Annuals of Castle Black, he'll be able to see all the cards. So you see, this is quite an interesting. This is combo obviously started to appear a lot more in the game, as you probably are fully aware. Just while they're shuffling here, I'd like to say a big shout out to my Patreon supporters. If you would like to help with the channel, help with the upgrade equipment, and help me bring this content, please do look. There's quite a few support tiers now. So and every and all little bits of help, and if you can do to help, does help. And then we go back to the game. We have Bear the Maiden Fair played. So Joel picked, especially with the drawing free cards, Joel got to pick lots of cards he was going to have. Looks like Joel's picked Daisy to go second. I believe that's what the dice roll was for. So Daisy's probably here thinking that there's potentially a Varys coming into play. So how wide do you go? So the Sea Tower's knelt, and 5 is going to be spent on Victarion. So dupe on Asher, and a dupe on Victarion. So now, even if there is a Viserys, it probably isn't the end of the world. And 1 gold spent for a for the Sea Stone chair. That's an interesting choice. Because obviously there's no characters down, that's kind of a waste of a bit of money. So Joel is Joel is there playing another Bear in the Maiden Fair. No, we saw Mag the Mighty. Daisy said worrying that he's gonna, or just saying that he doesn't want to lose because of a mistake for getting power.
Not at the moment, it always makes this confusing.
Joe says he's got to be careful with saying no pillage, because obviously you don't want to set up your Bear that made it fair and then lose all the cards to pillage. Sorry guys, you call that on the mic. And yeah, sorry these get videos taking a bit of time to get out. I've not been particularly well over the Christmas period, so I didn't really want to be coughing and sneezing every few words. I'm still suffering a little bit, but I'm mostly right now. And then we have a pleasure barge played out. So Joel has drawn and seen a lot of cards from his deck already. And you can see how this combo deck really works. He's going to be discarding a lot of cards at the end of the turn as well. Probably most of them will be events. Just setting up for that one big turn. We have a Rose. Is that a Rose Road? It's an Altart something. I can't quite tell what it is. And we can see we've got a new. There is a new. Was it Light of Flowers in there? So we've got to start off with an Intrigue, which goes unopposed. Of course, because Joel's not put out a single character yet.
Really doesn't matter, does it?
And no, and all that's really doing is actually helping Joel here, because that's an event in the discard pile. So I believe this is probably a military. Shown opposed, so Asher stands. Gain power.
Nothing's claimed, shouldn't got anything on the board.
Which is probably Victorian game for the power challenge? Yes, he indeed he is. So unopposed and the renowned. Oh, and crossing and renowned. So Daisy up to 5 power.
So you were first, weren't you? Yeah.
So we have a Last of the Giants played to bring out Mag the Mighty. And he's going to do a military. So that's going to be opposed. Oh, what do we see there is my claim. I think I saw that in hand. But he probably hasn't got enough Tyrell characters. Probably not, because he probably hasn't got enough Tyrell characters. So Mag's going to kill himself as a forced reaction to cause Daisy now to kill a character and then have claims. So probably just trying to slow him down here. Maybe set up for a Valor or a Varus play at some point, I imagine. So the dupe's going to be taken off Asher.
Dupe on Asher for his reaction. Yeah.
And then claim, you imagine's going to be... Oh, it's going to be an Iron Mines. Interesting. Probably does make sense. Just wanting to keep all 3 icons on the board. Try and go as fast as you possibly can. You've got to try and win before the combo is set up. And Joel wins Dom, which I don't think he actually wants to win at the moment, really, because by winning Dom, he's just giving power to Daisy to steal. Now for Daisy, you could even potentially go to Rise of the Kraken this turn, just try and see it out quickly. Because it kind of forces Joel to put characters on the board, but you've also got Asher's Stealth.
No, reserve is fine. Pick the block.
So Joel here just thinking about his plots. Daisy's already chosen his one.
If you do the same challenges phase again, but presumably you have more resources.
I think, by the sounds of it, Joel's contemplating whether it's a Valor here, maybe, by the sound. Try and get Asher out of the way. Try and get the Intrigue icon out of the way. Just try and slow Daisy down a little bit.
Greyjoy crossing, eh? Fuck it.
And we have... Oh, so we have Annuals of Castle Black into Time of Plenty. So both interesting there. So interesting 2 times of Plenty in a Greyjoy crossing deck. You said to have Tyrell, but Greyjoy, I mean, it probably a good idea, good money. Card draw, which Greyjoy does suffer from. And then Annuals of Castle Black this early. So this is normally the combo. So unless Joel's running 2... Oh, so I think that's actually a King's Road, not a Rose Road. So we have King's Road burnt and the Knight of Flowers brought into play.
cards in hand. Presumably more than you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So I've got less than you. Yeah. So I get pounds.
So Joe plays a Dornishman's Wife, removing the card from the game. That's why we didn't see the pot on the table. So he gains a gold, 2 gold and a power. And draws 1 card, and gets to react with the Knight of Flowers. I thought it's the end of the phase, but could be wrong here.
Interrupt me wherever you feel like it.
So more card draw with the was it Dragon's Tail? And you can see here where Joel has the cards laid out as good. Yeah, it's until the end of the phase, so it's interesting he's done that. The Knight of Flower. Oh no, of course, because in a minute he's going to play the one where you get the gold for every piece of money. I'm being an idiot. So you sacrifice the can't remember the event, but you sacrifice the character for every strength. There we go. There, that's the one. To the Rose Banner, I believe it is. And then you gain gold for every. You gain gold for every for the strength. Just looking it up quickly. It's been a while since I've seen this. To the Rose Banner, marshalling action, choose a Tyrell character you control. Gain X gold, where X is the character's strength. Then sacrifice that character. So currently the Knight of Flowers is strength 9. So this is a kind of a massive swing. Get lots of gold, get out. So he's got the new Brienne in hand to try and win out this turn. So you know, strength 11. And Joel obviously quite famous playing these combo decks because he took it to the Northampton after the Bristol Store Championship. He took Hyper Viper and won with it. And we can also see there. So he's got a Lord Renly's Ride in hand, and with a strength 11 character in the bin, or the dead pile. Sorry, obviously that's a big strength bust to Brienne. So he's going to play a Lord Renly's Ride now, which gonna make bloomin' heck. So he's strength 22. Another event, can't see which one that is, but gains a gold. Probably another Dornishman's Wife, I imagine. Yep, so... So this is just quite interesting to see in action. And it's got to work this turn or it's game.
I think we'll have to sack him there, which is a lot sooner than I would
attempt to try and stop it a bit.
Oh, a Hand's Judgment.
I have not drawn one of those yet.
Oh no! So after all that, Daisy plays a Hand's Judgment. Oh! Joel desperately searching for answers. That's got to be game. So the sacrifice is the second half of the action. So he's not. So because of that, so basically you just stop it once it's at the choose a Tyrell character phase. So unlike a lot of other things, you don't have to discard. You don't have to discard the Knight of Flowers at this point. So has Joel got a second to the Rose Banner?
But because it sifts through so many cards, it's that the dreadful moment of have they got a way to stop me?
I haven't found enough at all. So what should we do?
I think Joel really wanted one more turn to try and end this.
We'll have to go really early because it's Greyjoy crossing. Which means I fully knew that this might happen.
So another King's Road. Sacrificing the King's Road to pay out Marge, putting a dupe onto the Knight of Flowers.
a really nice way to do it because I can actually see it. Rather than it being that in that corner.
Seen this card.
Can Joel think his way out of this? He's going to sit on 2 gold.
So I get 6.
And this is proof of why the good old Handy J is still the good old Handy J.
Shaking all the way through.
We have Mini Theon paid out with a dupe.
Pay 3.
Pay 3 for a Great Kraken, so the rush is real at this point. 1 for an Iron Mine. So
No chance.
Joel passes challenges as he remembers to take all the strength buffs off of the Knight of Flowers.
Any pre-challenge actions. Do a military stuff thing.
So military stuff for the Knight of Flowers, which is probably going to get Marge killed. Interesting, Joel didn't try and Nightmare's Asher before the challenge. I guess then you just put Theon into the challenge. It doesn't really matter either way, does it? It's going to be unopposed. Nightmares on Seaside Chair, that's probably a better option. That's probably what he was thinking. Do apologise there, Joe. You were completely correct. So, unopposed and the claim is taken off the Knight of Flowers. So you also got the unopposed power from the Great Kraken. Guess now you do. Interesting. Probably should have put Victarion into that military challenge. Power, stealthy in the Knight of Flowers. So Joel is going to defend this. Probably has to defend this because he's going to get intimidated anyway. So the intrigue's going to go unopposed either way. Defend for 3. He does have another. There is another Lord Rennie's Ride in there. So whether Joel chooses to play at this point to defend the challenge.
So, not opposed. So
Looks like he's not going to.
Intimidate Flowers.
Intimidates the Knight of Flowers. So we're on.
So I wasn't sure whether you were just going to throw a 0 cost event just to. But you
Yeah,
can't, can you?
don't have any.
No. Yeah, and then the intrigue. Yeah.
And then Intrigue is unopposed. So that's Crossing, unopposed, and Great Kraken.
Unopposed. Crossing. Great Kraken.
And then Dom's going to go to Daisy. So he's going to be on for 14 power. And because of Andrew's Castle Black, the event is going to be removed from the game and not discarded.
Yes.
So on to turn 3, and you think here that Daisy's probably just going to play the highest initiative plot he's got and try and win out before.
You're fine, mate.
Try and,
I can't help it, but it's just I have no idea why, but I don't know whether it is cold or whether it's, yeah.
and we've got Rise of the Kraken into Valada Harris. So
I guess you went either way.
yeah, Daisy's going to go first. Probably going to put Asher and the Housemaster. Put them on the deck, so because then
See what we draw.
Theon just can just obviously get the unopposed here, and that will win the game. Daisy is a little limited on gold here, though, so it's one of the reasons I'm always a bit wary of playing Rise of the Kraken, because it's only a 2 gold plot. He's obviously got the Sea Tower to reduce 1 card by 1, but you're not going to get much out. And if you get countered by the wrong card, it can end up crippling you, I find, more than being useful. So we have a Priest of the Drowned God.
I was just thinking if I'd have done a different plot last turn, you'd have got an unopposed and oh no, Kraken that was triggered. She used it twice. Yeah, she would have finished 1 shot.
Joel's just lamenting that if he'd waited a turn, he probably could have won it. Yeah. So 3 gold for Joel. Not much I don't think he can get out that's going to save him here. Oh, so we've got these new events. The draw a card for every lady. Can't quite remember his name off the top of my head. I should do, because I've been making decks with it this week. It is 6 maidens in a pool. And we have the Dragon's Tail.
Lone military challenge.
And that's it. So, Joe unfortunately didn't quite work out for him. But guys, thanks very much for coming along and watching. That is the first game of the Northampton Store Championship. I'll come back next time, where I promise the game's probably going to be a bit more competitive. As always, it's been emotional.